Okay, so the first question is, how do you enjoy your visit in Poland, and is this first time when you are here?
This is my first visit to Poland, and I'm enjoying it very much, except that it's very cold. I think it's been, the weather has been minus 10 degrees Celsius.
Yes, and more.
Close to that. So,
yes, yes.
But otherwise, a very, very wonderful visit. I'm meeting a lot of wonderful people, eating good food, and visiting a lot of interesting places. And I think it was important for me on my first day to go to Jasnogor. And I believe that I went to the heart of Poland and to the Blessed Mother, to Our Lady of Czestochowa, and I asked special prayers on Poland, on the United States, and on the world, and especially with regard to life, that life will be protected, respected and protected. And so I'm very much enjoying my visit here, and I'm seeing lots of things in a short amount of time.
Okay, what is your first thought which everybody has when hear about your organization which is fighting with abortion and euthanasia, and what are the other kind of operation or actions your organization perform?
We are primarily a Catholic educational apostolate. We travel and speak throughout the world. We organize conferences. We also have a website. We also have an initiative called HLI America, which is reaching out especially now to the United States. Most of our focus in the past has been overseas, but we also want to not neglect our own home country as well. But also we reach out to Latin America. We also have a network of pregnancy resource centers in Latin America to help women so that they don't feel that they have to choose an abortion. So we're looking to try to expand that in other parts of the world as well, because we want to be able to reach out and to offer assistance, or at least to direct someone for where they can get assistance as well. But we also do promote programs of post-abortion healing and reconciliation as well. We want to help people to avoid sin, but once they've fallen into sin, we want to reach out with a message of mercy and healing to them as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and how many people has belonged to Human Life International in total working?
Well, we have between 20 and 25 people who work at our international headquarters in Front Royal, Virginia, near Washington, D.C. Mm-hmm. But we have affiliates and associates in over 100 countries throughout the world. So there are hundreds of volunteers, many people associated with us doing the work of Human Life International throughout the world.
Mm-hmm. Are any difference in work of your organization in Europe and in USA, and what is specification of work Human Life International in Poland?
Well, I think it is important that Human Life International operate according to the principle of subsidiarity, which means that the local people on the ground should be given as much responsibility as possible. And people in Europe, they know the situation here, they have a different culture, and so they work in various ways according to their culture. And so not everything is directed from the United States of America. But we are united in our mission, because we share the same faith, and we share the same goals, which is the protection of all human life, and also the defense of the family as well, and the promotion of the teachings of the Church on a whole range of issues regarding chastity, marriage, family, and life.
How looks condition of women after abortion? Is Human Life International is a kind of organization in which women in this kind of situation after abortion might look for any help.
Absolutely, because we are not condemning of people. We condemn sins because sin hurts the sinner more than anything, and that's why God hates sin, because it hurts us. It hurts us. Sin hurts the sinner more than anyone. So we want to help someone who has had an abortion. We don't condemn them. We want to help them to be reconciled to God and to the church, to accept God's forgiveness, and also to forgive themselves, because that is often the hardest part. People understand that God is forgiving, but sometimes it's hard for them to forgive themselves for what they've done. But we want to help them.
Okay, and I know you tell about your way to price, but in chapel. But could you tell a short story about how look your way to price it?
Sure. Yes, there was a time in my life when I was not practicing my faith, but through my own spiritual reading and prayer, I came back to God. I came back to the church, because I never lost my faith in God. But I prayed the Rosary after reading a book about Our Lady of Fatima. I made a special consecration of myself to Jesus through Mary. Following the consecration of St. Louis de Montfort, I was looking in various ways to volunteer. I worked with Mother Teresa's sisters in Newark and the Bronx. And then shortly after I made the consecration, I saw pictures of babies who had been aborted, and statistics on the numbers of abortions, which shocked me. And it made me want to do something about it. It made me realize our society was in crisis, and I wanted to give my life to God in the priesthood. I thought the problem had a spiritual root. It needed a spiritual solution, which could be best addressed by a priest. So I found my vocation through the pro-life movement, and I've been working as a parish priest, supporting pro-life, preaching pro-life, and now working on the full pro-life movement on a regular basis. But as Pope John Paul II said, the gospel of God's love for man, the gospel of the dignity of the human person, and the gospel of life are one single indivisible gospel. So this is not something extracurricular. It's something that everyone, every priest should be involved in protection in one way or another. Not necessarily doing what I'm doing and traveling around the world, but a priest in his own parish should be making sure that his people know that they are not only against abortion, but strongly committed to the defense of human life.